Hello everyone, my name is Carlie Hamilton and I'm here to do another scrapbook process video with you. Yay! This one is the first 12 by 12 layout that I have done in quite a while, so I am really excited to be doing this and also to be sharing it with you. It is actually sort of like a title page or like the first page in my series of photos of all about my new apartment in Japan. I've already done some other project lifestyle pages, which I have some videos up already, some process videos, so go back and check out them if you'd like. Yeah, anyway, as I was just showing you all the papers that I've sort of selected for this layout that I could use, and I was just flashing up on the screen that this one, this orange cardstock, is actually one of the coordinations. I don't know what they're called, black magic maybe, but they were black on one side and colored on the other side. And I think the idea is you use the black side, but you do a bit of distressing so that the color shows through. And that was my intent when I bought them, but I bought them, I don't know, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. I can't remember, and I never ended up using them, so I ended up putting them in my stash as the colored side just so that I wouldn't end up using them. So glad to be getting these done, used. And yeah, I'm just sticking down my photos. These photos are of the outside of my apartment block in Japan. So this is my bright green apartment block, and the bottom two photos are photos of my backyard, basically. We had a rice field right outside our apartment block. I'm using orange in this layout because if you can see in the distance, on the other side of the rice field was a bright orange apartment block, and it sort of felt like our sister apartment block. We had the bright orange one, and then there was the bright orange. We had the bright green one, and yeah, there was the bright orange apartment block across the field. Our apartment was pretty awesome, actually. Where it was located, it just felt like we were on the edge of civilization. On one side of us was like the city. It was a really small city, and then on the other side were rice fields and rolling mountains and stuff like that. So it was a really nice place to live. I am matting it again, like with the second piece of pattern paper here, and that's all the paper I'm going to use on this one because I quite like that background Studio Calico one, and I don't want to cover up too much of it, even though I pretty much covered up all of it. But I like that the colors, match the greens in the photo, and that it's like a map you're looking down at the ground, sort of thing. So yeah, I just inked the edges of that paper too, just to soften it up and make it sort of look like it's a bit more cohesive on my layout, and then I stick it down. Now to the left of me, I have my embellishment center, and I've filled it up with products that maybe I could use in my Japan album. It's really easy to just try and stick everything in my embellishment center, so I try and limit myself just to make my choices easier, and also so I get like a mixture of older products and newer products in there, so I feel fresh and excited by it all, but it also feels good to get some of these older products on pages. And I didn't really think too much about it when I put the stuff into my embellishment center. I could have thought about it more carefully, but this layout came together. Even though I didn't really have very much bright orange or bright green stuff, I had more of the bluey green sort of stuff in there, I still made this layout work, and I love it. So I just was looking through some die cuts, and right now I'm looking through some more like dimensional things. I also have this little container here. It's full of a vellum pack from Maggie Home Style Board. I've just opened that pack up and I haven't used it yet, and I decided not to use it on this page. Nothing really grabbed me from it. And I also have this little container here where I've got a whole heap of like sticker sheets and things like that in there. So I'm just rifling through all my little sections in my embellishment center, and I'm pulling out anything and everything that grabs me that I think may work on this page. So you can see, yeah, I'm pulling out some more stickers, and not everything that I pull out is going to make it onto a page. It's just like I have my whole stash, which I then put into my embellishment center to narrow down my choices. And then with each page, I then narrow down my choices even more. And then I start adhering things to pages. I don't know. I like my process for the moment anyway. I've got like a little tag there that I'm gonna use as like a really small journaling block, and the orangey color of it seems to work really well with the page, so I'm very happy with that. I can't even remember where this geotag and label are from. Maybe, I don't know. I used to buy a whole heap of travel stuff, so I have a lot of travel. So that could be years and years and years old. I can't even remember when I got it, or it might be newer. I'm not sure. These are little chipboard shapes that I got in my Freckled Fawn kit a couple of months ago. It's one of the kits that I got while I was in the middle of moving everything, so haven't had a chance to play with it at all. So it's good to start getting this one used up. It's got lots of little hearts and stars and cameras and stuff. I pull out all the orange shapes from it, and then I realized that there also was green on there, so I pull out all the green shapes as well. I'm just pushing out the little heart center there in the camera. I still don't really know what direction I'm taking with this page, so I just move all these little shapes and things around the page, hoping that somewhere they'll stick. And once, like for instance, those ones at the top, I'm not really sure where they're going yet, so I just sort of stick them around. I'm still playing. These the sticker in my hand at the moment is from a really old Dear Lizzie set, and it's all about house and home and stuff, so I thought it'd go really well on the page, but nothing makes it on. I've also got a little flare badge there from a Studio Calico kit that says here, and I really like that as well. As you can see, I just wanted to keep in my process about how I move things around the page. And for instance, this tag, I pretty much decided that that's exactly the spot I'm going to go, even though I don't know about any of the other embellishments. I've decided that's going there. So once I have decided on things, I just stick them down. And, you know, occasionally I pull things up later, but I'd rather get it on the page than to be moving things around forever. So yeah, I just make a split decision that I want that little green label on over the top of that little journaling tag thing, so I stick it down. And I've decided that those Dear Lizzie things just aren't working on the page, so I put them back in the embellishment center. It's sort of like I've pulled them all out, and then slowly I'm going to just put everything back in my embellishment center and work with what I've got on the table. So yeah, as you can see, I stick down that little camera and some stars there, and also I've got some little chevrons in the corner there. I really want to make this tag work, this label thing work, because it goes with that geotag, but I just can't find a spot for it. So I just stick down those little chevrons because I like them there. And I've pretty much also decided that I like that geotag in the bottom corner, so I stick that down as well. I just use a bit of double-sided tape to stick it down. I like my double-sided tape because I've just found at the moment it's the cheapest sort of adhesive for me, and it works, so I like it. Now next I'm going to try and find some stickers, some letter stickers to start putting down some titles. Now I've pulled out some thickers, and also some wood tile letter stickers as well. Those letter stickers, those wood ones, are from My Mind's Eye. They're wood set, and you actually get quite a few alphas in it with all different wood patterns, so it's pretty cool. And then this one here is another thickers, as I said before, with the wood grain pattern on them. So I'm going to title this page Haitsu Actoresu. Haitsu Actoresu. It basically means Heights actress, and that was the name of our apartment block. And it just feels really hilarious because I guess a lot of place names and building names, they have heights in it, but the heights is always second. So it should really be Actress Heights. But they've gone and done it backwards. But I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be backwards because in Japan you have your last name first, and then your first name is second. And so same with like your address. You start with like the big city, and then you go into your street, and then you go to your number. Whereas in English-speaking countries, generally, we have our street number first, then our street name, and then it goes that way. So maybe it's the same with buildings. Maybe they go Heights Actress on purpose, but no, I think they've made a boo-boo, but we could be wrong. So I'm going to now. I've done the Japanese sort of spelling up there. Haitsu Akutoresu. And sorry, my Japanese pronunciation is terrible, but I'm not good with accents either. And then I'm going to put the English spelling so you know what the hell it says. So Heights Actress. And I'm just using the tile stickers. Luckily in the tile stickers there was two that had a similar sort of tone to the wood pattern, because they only had two S's. I made it work. Now this little letter stickers that I'm using next are also from My Mind's Eye, I believe. They're a bit older. And I find that these ones, they haven't been cut very well. So I have a lot of difficulty trying to get the letters off and have to rip them off with my hands to get them out. And I'm just going to spell out our new home, I believe. And once that's done, I'm going to do a little bit of journaling. I'm just going to say that this is our new home. That this is just our new place with a fancy name. So once I've done that, I've still got a couple of things on my desk. So I slowly put them back into my embellishment center, and I'm sort of going through them, just seeing if there's anything else I can add. And I have these Studio Calico word tiles, and I decided to add there's no place like home onto the layout, because I sort of think that fits. So I stick them down the bottom of the layout. I've also stuck on some of the asterisks from my thickers. I've stuck 3 of them across the page as well, and I think that just helps tie everything in. And the wood grain goes well with the Studio Calico flare badge that I've stuck down the bottom. So that is my layout. I'm going to show you a nice quick little close-up, and then there'll be some photos. I hope you've enjoyed this layout. I had a lot of fun with it. It's so good to be back scrapbooking. I love doing 12 by 12 layouts. It's so much fun. It's such a great creative outlet. And I really love how that page has turned out. I think it's awesome. And I can't wait to do some more scrapbooking. let me know what you think in the comments below. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch. My name is Carlie Hamilton, and I'll see you next time. Bye.